Hey, my name is DeAndre Vest. I'm a team member of the Screenshots. My job this week was to connect the PHP code and the MySQL database with our webpage. What I learned how to connect the PHP and the MySQL database. That was the hardest part, to host it online and to host our database online. And how I will apply it in the future. I want to go to the route and work in the front end, so I think this will help me out a lot later on. The worst experience was just finding a host to be able to host it online, and we had to change the code and try different things, but we made it happen. So I'm gonna show y'all a demo of what I came up with. I came up with a front page. So let me see. The search car function over here. You can just search your car. It will take you to the search car function, the home page. You can press over here. Audi, which car by make, and will show you the car ID, the color, the make, the model, the year, class, location, price, and availability. Or you can pick all of them, all the makes, and it'll post a list of all the cars.
My name's Sam Sherwood. I'm with the group Screenshots. The task that I did was I worked with the PHP code and the MySQL, and I did the admin login, the register, and the sign up. How will I apply this in the future? I essentially learned a whole new coding language and how to implement it online. The best experience was actually getting all this to work in the end finally. My worst experience was trying to host it on the local host the first time and trying to get it to connect with the database online. And now I'm going to show you the register and login function. Right here, if you're not a member, you click sign up, enter username, email, and password. And now you are logged in. Then you can log out for me. And I'm going to show you all the admin login. Go back to home page. On the left, click admin login. The admin credentials are predefined. All right, and then here we can add new cars and delete old cars. If you want to add a new car, you come down here, fill out all the information. Then you click submit, and now that's added to the database. And if you want to just get rid of it, you come over here and press delete and log out.
My name is Jamar Johnson, and I work with the group Screenshots for our assignment. My task for this assignment was front-end web development, and I helped with the PHP, with the HTML and the CSS to help develop the pages that were used on our actual website. The things that I learned from this assignment were how, essentially, like I said, to work with HTML and CSS to work and get them to integrate with PHP, but that wasn't my part, but that's fine. And the best part of this assignment was the things that I learned to do with CSS and how they integrate with HTML. And the worst part, it really wasn't that hard because HTML is not that difficult. Now, if you look over on the screen, we just have a quick demonstration of some of the parts that I worked on, like location, for example. Essentially, like I said, I worked with HTML. So the HTML is just like the web, like the page itself, and the CSS is like the background, like this car over here. And then you have your different like areas, locations, names of the places, your JPEGs. And then you can either go to search car, but I didn't work on search car, so we're gonna leave that one alone. So we go back to home and we go to car fleet. And like I said, with the HTML development, here we have our inventory of cars. If you just click on any of them, it'll just bring up the car, make, model, year, the features that come with the car, some nice pictures to show what it looks like in the inventory. And then we just go back, and that's about it. That's what I did.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Petit. I am a computer science major at Georgia State University. I am a member of Screenshot Groups, and today what I'm going to actually show you and tell you is what was my role in the group project for this week. So I was in charge to work on the PHP unit testing for our PHP code, which is going to be testing the user case for login for the actually users and for admin. So I'm going to actually give you a quick demo from our actually testing unit. But one of the best things that I learned from that testing, it was that I have never worked with PHP before, so it was a great experience for me to actually learn from it. And one of the hardest things has been a bug that I found because I couldn't actually read the location for my main class, which I'm working on to fix, and I'm going to actually show you in the presentation as soon as I have it done. Let me give you a quick walkthrough through the code. This is actually the user case test, which is going to be testing the first name and the last name for the user. This one is testing for the email for the user, and this is the actually class which is going to have predefined the coding that we actually have. I'm going to give you a quick view of how I run the PHP unit into my command line in my Windows machine. So I am actually calling PHP unit and Bootstrap, which is connected to the PHP. Vendor is what I have actually the testing cases for my actually PHP unit, and this is the actual location of where I have the testing. So once I click enter, this is going to actually show you that the running was successful, and it's running two different cases which I have right now. And these two right here are two errors that it actually found, and is what I'm actually working on to debug our code. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Dale Franks. I'm with the group Screenshots. This week my task was to create the design pattern or design patterns for our system. And actually I can show you those now if you look over here. This is one of them. This is the command design pattern, which is a behavioral design pattern. And basically these are all the main behaviors on our site: create account, edit cart info, etc. And these communicate with the command interface to accomplish each of these tasks. Okay. And I think that I can use what I've learned. There are a lot of different kinds of design patterns, and they're kind of complex, the theory behind them. So identifying them wasn't easy, and I think I've learned a valuable skill in identifying which ones to use and when to use them. My worst experience was probably just identifying the right ones, because there are so many, and it's kind of abstract to think of them.